Mekhi, first of all, congratulations on an excellent combine. What was that experience like, and how pleased were you with your performance in Indianapolis?
Thank you. I appreciate that. And honestly, it was a dream come true. As a kid, always watching the combine on TV, just always wanting to get there. But, seeing the top guys, so you always like, dang, will I ever get there? So it was definitely a surreal feeling. But, I feel like I made the most out of it and definitely walked away happy with my results at the combine.
As someone who has watched the combine for, well, probably ever since it was broadcast for the first time, I must admit, every year you kind of put yourself in the shoes of the people who are competing and wondering what that was like. So, did it live up to expectations for you?
Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, your adrenaline be rushing out there. So you be tired, but you still going. You know what I'm saying? You're on national TV. Like, it's one of the biggest events you've ever attended. So it definitely lived up to the hype. It was exciting being around some other elite guys and just chopping it up and getting to know them, but also going out there and competing and knowing these are the guys you're going against.
Now, there aren't many humans who can run a 10-yard split of 164 at 284. So, that was marginally slower than Nate Wiggins, who's going to be a first-round cornerback. I mean, how much does that burst and quickness help you on the football field?
Yes, sir. I definitely pride my game on my first step quickness and getting off the ball and just, they say that 10-yard split is everything for a D lineman. So, I made sure I put something good on film for that one. But honestly, that adrenaline mixed with the rest that I had right before the combine just carried me and helped me get a good time like that.
Was your mom at the combine? Was she watching on as you had that great performance on the field?
Definitely. My mom and some of my past coaches, they were all in the stands watching. That they ain't gonna miss no event like that. They gonna come to every one.
So, because they were putting the times, weren't they, on the screen or whatever? So, because you could hear the crowd sort of reacting. Could you hear them cheering when they saw your amazing
Well,
time?
you couldn't on the first rep, you don't know what you run. Like it's not. I know that you watch it on TV, everybody run and look up. It's nothing up there. Like you don't get to see your first time on TV. Like nobody in the building know unless they watching like on the app. So I didn't know I had even ran that time until I got back to my phone and my trainer Brent Calloway had texted me and was like, "Yeah, you just ran 486, 164.10." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm good."
I wonder, if they'd have put it on the screen, would you have been doing a lap of honor like Xavier Worthy?
Oh, for sure. I would have taken the shoes off right there.
Now, listen, you wore number 18 at LSU. And for people who follow college football very closely, that's a huge honor for a player to wear that number. So, what was it like to be the latest player to wear such a historically significant jersey for a team so soon after transferring as well?
Yeah, it was an honor to be chosen to wear the number 18 and represent that number, knowing what it means to the state of Louisiana as well as what it means to the school. So I was the first transfer to ever get it. After last year watching BJ Ojolari represent the number so well on and off the field, I made it a goal of mine. I wanted to wear that number, and I'm just very excited that the players and the coaches believed in me and trusted that I would represent the number well.
It's one of those things. I think every season, if you follow college football closely, you're looking to see who's got that number 18 for
Right.
LSU. So congratulations on being the guy who had that last season. And am I right in saying that you traveled to Africa at one point as part of a study abroad initiative? And if so,
Yes,
have you had a lot of opportunities through LSU to develop off the field as well as on it?
definitely. Just taking a trip to Africa just expanded our horizon. To me, when they asked us if we wanted to go on, it was a no-brainer. I had never been out of the country. So, it was just perfect time. We were on break. And just going over there and experiencing someone else's culture definitely helps you be more appreciative for the things you have here because things we might take for granted in America, what I'm saying, they don't have over there things such as air conditioning or properly running water and just things of that sort. So it was definitely great to be able to experience someone else's culture. And LSU does a great job of, getting us out there and letting us experience different things so we can grow off the field.
How would you describe your leadership style?
Yeah, my leadership style, I'm the type of guy, I don't do all the hoorah. I'm not a big yelling guy. We got other captains and guys on the team that'll get the team hype. I'm the guy that's gonna lead by example and what I'm saying, pull you to the side if you're doing something wrong and let I don't gotta get on you in front of every coach. I don't gotta embarrass you or say, hey, I'm this great leader, look at me leading. I'm gonna pull you to the side, talk to you because everybody don't respond to leadership the same way. So I think my best way to get to guys is put them to the side, talk to them, show them how it's done, get it corrected.
If there was one thing that I thought really sort of encapsulated sort of leadership and what makes you as a person, as an outsider, sort of looking on, it was the fact that you had the injury last season, and in the
Mhm.
media at least there was some talk that you might be done for the season, but you still came back to play in the
Right.
bowl game against Wisconsin. You had 2 sacks. You know, you win the game. Why was it important for you personally to play in that game? Because I bet if anything, you know, teams are looking at that and they're going, that's the kind of guy we want in our building.
Right. I mean, I'm a captain of a team. You know, the guys voted me captain, and the coaches awarded me number 18. You know, I have to uphold that number and uphold that standard. I didn't feel like I got my full 18 season how I wanted. You know, the defense wasn't necessarily playing the best this year. I wish I could have been out there with them to help, but unfortunately, I got injured, and it just felt very important to me to hurry up, rehab, and get back and play in that bowl game and try to help us win. You know, I represent that number 18. I wanted to wear it one last time, and it was just very important for me to put it on one last time.
When I was watching the tape, the thing I actually loved the most was seeing you, you know, get a runway and flying off the edge at times. You're attacking tackles, you're driving them backwards. There was this game against Arkansas, I think it was, where, you know, both the left and the right tackle got a bit, you know, they ended up flat on the backs. What does that say about your versatility and the profile that you're able to do a bit of everything at LSU? You can work across the line because defensive coordinators feel more creative than ever now, and they're trying to find sort of the playmakers on that D line. They're trying to put them in places where they can impact games.
Right. Definitely. I'm a versatile D lineman. I didn't play everything in college from 0 to the 5. So, you know, I have a great amount of tape that, you know, teams can look at and identify, you know, what I'm good at or how they could utilize me differently and just adding more value to myself. You know what I'm saying? If you got elite rushers on the inside, you can kick me out to the 5 and I can also get it done out there. So I think LSU did a great job of putting me in different positions to definitely show my versatility and help the team as well.
And you've got a bit of everything, haven't you? You know, you've got that explosive power that showed up in the testing as well. You know, you've got that twitchy quickness. We've talked about the get off, but you also seem to have a plan in every game. How much did you sort of combine preparation and tape work with your physical skills to get results?
Definitely. You know, I'm not a 6 foot guy. I'm not 310, 315 pounds. So I got to take that extra step to, you know what I'm saying, be able to dominate a game. So I'm in here watching extra tape, watching extra film, watching the practice film, trying to correct, even just watching Andy, trying to correct to see what I can get better that's going to show up on game day. You know, I'm studying opponents, studying the guys, and just trying to get a feel for them. If I can get any knack, you know what I'm saying, that'll help me out in the game, you know, I'm all for it.
I believe your best friend is Darius Robinson, your former teammate from Missouri. Is it
Yeah.
good to be kind of going into the league at the same time to sort of have the same experiences, I guess? And what kind of a player and a person is he?
Nah, he's a great person. He was a great leader for me when I first went to the University of Missouri. He was like my vet. He taught me everything, how to take care of my body in the training room, as well as getting in the indoor, how to put extra work in on my own. And I'm glad we're going through this process together. It's good to, you know, bounce ideas off of each other. You know, he talked to this coach, I talked to this coach. We talk about it and things like that, and just waiting to see where we fall. It's a very exciting process.
Did you keep an eye on him during the Senior Bowl? Because he was tearing it up on those 1v1s, wasn't he?
Oh, definitely. He was tearing everybody up. You know, that's my dog. I'm gonna turn him over regardless, man. So I was very happy for him in that moment. You know, he prepared for it and he dominated.
Have you modeled your game around anyone in the league currently to sort of help hone your skills?
Yeah, I like watching, you know, obviously shorter guys or undersized guys like Grady Jarrett. You know, a newer guy like Kalijah Cansey, really like watching his game, and Justin Matabuke on the Ravens. I enjoy watching those guys play. You know, guys they got that quick twitch, and you know, a guy like Justin Matabuke that can get it done on the inside, but also kick out to the 5.
How good is it to sort of see players like him having success and being able to sort of say, do you know what? Physically, there are some similarities there. You know, that shows that that's what can be achieved when I get into the league, sort of to use them as a little bit of a role model.
Yeah, it's great that those guys are in the league dominating. I mean, not necessarily for me to watch, but now coaches in the league saying you can get it done and you don't have to be this big 6'3", 6'5" guy. So those guys paved the way. You start with Grady Jarrett, Geno Atkins, Aaron Donald, all those type of guys. Just show that you can be a 6 foot, you know, 290, 300 pound D lineman and get it done in the NFL. So I appreciate the work that those guys have put in.
Have you been training at Exos? Is that right with trench warfare? And what has it been like? Because I've sort of seen on social media you've been around some big name guys as well.
Yeah.
Aside from yourself, obviously Byron Murphy, Chris Jenkins, your teammate Mason Smith have been together. And is it good sort of getting to know each other and sort of going through this process, training together, pushing each other in the build up to the draft?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, me and Mason been together. Obviously, these last few years at LSU, but now us getting around some other guys, Tavondre Sweat, Byron Murphy, Chris Jenkins, just building that friendship and that brotherhood with those guys, just training and pushing each other each day, and honestly, just demanding greatness from each other, but also bouncing ideas off of each other. I'm learning things from them; they're learning different things from me. Just seeing how different prospects do different things, and maybe taking a tool from their game to see if I can put it in mine. So it's really been great.
Couple of weeks, I think, to LSU's Pro Day. Are you looking forward to that? Have you got a sort of an idea on what you'd like to achieve, what you'd like to do at Pro Day?
Definitely, I won't run again or do anything like that. But there's a few drills at the combine that I didn't do, so I got to do the L cone and a 5-10-5, and I'll probably bench again and then just do position work, and just come out there and show my athletic ability again, show that I can move very well laterally, got good hips, good ankles, so that's what I want to come away accomplishing.
Can't wait to see what that 5-10-5 time is, by the way. When you see a split like that, you're thinking this guy could run a really good shuttle there. So can't wait to see that. Are there any teammates at LSU who are in this draft class who you think aren't getting enough attention and you'd like to maybe give them a bit of love today?
In this draft class, definitely our safety, Andre Sam, man. He's a dog, he's a hard worker, and he's gonna give everything he got. He's a great player.
Who is the toughest opponent, as in an individual? And look, you've played some of the best in the SEC. But who is the toughest opponent you've faced in college football, would you say?
Like at the team, like a whole team.
No, the sort of like, if you've come up in whether it's sort of when you've been playing inside or on the edge, whether it's an offensive lineman, somebody like that, or you've just thought, well, they gave me a game today.
Um, Toughest. It's been some really good units. Like I would say the Missouri offensive line, just how they run their outside zone. A lot of teams in college don't truly run it like them. So I would say their unit was one of the best, and they did really good at how they do their stuff. They run their stuff really good.
What do you want to achieve in the NFL?
I want to be a great player. Obviously, I want to do whatever I can to help a team get to a Super Bowl. That's what it's all about, winning a big thing. So, whatever that may mean, what I'm saying, whatever my role may be, I want to do it to the best of my ability to help us win.
And the final question, have you thought about what draft day will be like, what getting that call will be like, and what will draft day be like for you? Where will you be? Who will be with you? And like I said, do you kind of picture in your head what that moment's like when that phone rings and it's a team and they're saying, we've just picked you?
Honestly, I haven't even decided where I'm gonna have my party yet. It might be in St. Louis, Baton Rouge, somewhere else. I'm not sure, but Denver's definitely one of the tight knit thing. What I'm saying, my closest family around me, because that's a big moment I've been working 20. That's gonna be 21 years of my life for. So definitely want that to be a real sentimental moment. It's gonna be amazing. Just knowing, what I'm saying, all the work that I put in finally paid off.
Mekhi, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you. And I'm sure when anybody hears from you, they will want to root for you going into the league. So the very best of luck with this process and have a great NFL career.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it.